I think I'm going to work on cutting this up. Ready when you are, Hoss. I just made my last payment! As you can probably imagine, it's kind of hard to film with the phone and work at the same time. And I'm gonna go ahead and get through this, and then we'll come back and review the progress. We are now through both sides of the beams. I'm gonna go ahead and get the tractor and move this over to there. All right, that was a total accident, the way that lifted up and carried itself. Oh, I just thought it was just gonna hang there. Instead, it just lifted up exactly how it sat, and I came over and I sat it down exactly how I wanted it, and total accident, and I'm just absolutely tickled with myself. So, since I'm making all this lumber now, it would only make sense that I have a proper kiln to dry and season that lumber. There is a thing called a solar kiln, and I started to have an idea for that when I was taking this mobile home frame apart. I was just going to throw it all away and take it to the scrap yard and get a little bit of money for it. And then when I cut it, I'm like, you know what, it might be kind of handy to have one of these kilns that are mobile, so that way I can tow it around the property and get the best access to the sun year around. So I went ahead and cut off the front end, and I'm going to, well, I'm going to see what it's going to take to get these attached together. So here's the plan now. At first, when I first devised this idea, I was going to cut this entire beam off at the welds and leave just the A-frame and the head rail right there, and weld it straight to this piece here. That proved to be a little more difficult than I thought it'd be, so I went ahead and just chopped it, as you see. And so now the plan is I'm going to take the beams on this piece here and cut this is called an I-beam. It makes like the capital letter I. So it's like this, capital I. So I'm going to cut the top and the bottom of the I off of it. on each side. So you're left with basically just a flat piece of metal, maybe like a foot back or so. And we're going to bring that in and bolt and weld it to either the inside or the outside of this frame. And you know, it should be, there's an airplane, real low. It should be good enough. Now, keep in mind, this is never going to go down the road. It's just for pushing around this property. And it's too cloudy, I can't see, but it sounds like he's, oh, there he is. So that's how it's going to be attached with, it's going to be metal to metal, bolted and welded, and it's going to be good enough. And if it's not good enough, whatever. This is just an experiment, and if it works out, great. I think it should work out. So that's the plan. And so now what to do with this piece that I just cut the front off of. So this is some pretty valuable metal pieces here. These I-beams, for sure, can be reused somewhere else. I just don't have a plan for it. I can use it as another log rack. I'm sure I will fill that up. Otherwise, I can go scrap it for $8 a pound. I don't know how much this weighs, maybe 1,500 pounds or 1,000 pounds. That'd be 80 bucks, 80 to 100 bucks, you know. Everyone can use 100 bucks, so now I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with it, one way or the other, and where I'm going to put it, because I don't want it to be right here in the middle of the yard. I don't want to push it off towards the trees where I'll just forget about it and let it rust and let all the weeds grow up around it. So, all right, I guess I'm just gonna, I'll probably move it over here for now. I think the answer to my question is I'm going to use that that remaining rack to store the timbers that I'm starting to collect for this building. That's what it's going to have to be. Question is where. I guess I can put it back here. I still have to manage this tree that I cut down in December, at the end of December. So I need space to work with that. I also need to get my sawmill back on site at some point. So yeah, now I'm just gonna figure out where to put this, put the storage for my timbers. Right here, this is where the timber storage is gonna go. All these pine needles and stuff prevents a bunch of weeds from growing, so I'm not gonna have a whole lot of weeds growing up through here. And this tree might keep a little bit of rain off of it, probably not, but we're gonna put the rack right here and then start collecting the timbers for the building on it. And so right here is where it's gonna go. And I just thought of something. Okay, so in order to store timbers, they got to go this way. So I want to now turn this whole thing 90 degrees. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta flip this around. There, that's better. Now the timbers can rest across the main I-beams. All right, so just like that, I'm done out here. I went ahead and, as long as I had the tractor out, I went ahead and pushed all the remaining branches from the burn a couple days ago, a couple of videos ago, into the fire pit. So that is all cleaned up right there. Just need to burn it, but everything is really wet. Nothing's gonna be lighting on fire. But that's it for today's video. Heading home, getting some dinner, and calling it a day. And until next time, we'll see you then. Hey, thanks for watching, and if you are new to the channel and you want to get caught up to everything that's been going on out here at Shady Acres in just one video, then I suggest you start right here. And if you want to dive in from the beginning and see everything that we've ever done out here, then start right here. Click it and just let it play.